We know that live streaming is one of the best ways to make a connection with our audience, but how do we get people to stop the scroll when they see us in their feed as they're going through their social platforms and we're live streaming? Let's break down some best practices that can get you noticed on a physical sense when people are scrolling through the feed so that they stop the scroll and pay attention to what they're seeing. The first thing I recommend you do is create branded overlays for your business. Everybody sees everybody on their feed, on live streams, and it's just a picture of them as they're talking. That's not really going to get their attention, but if you have a branded so that you look professional, you look like your business, you're representing your business overlay on top of your video so that they can clearly see what's going on and that it's a higher level professional, that's automatically going to get their attention first things first. They're going to see it's a cut above the rest and it's something that's not just somebody going live from a coffee shop or as they're walking around town. Now the next thing you need to leverage is text on your screen. This tells people what you're talking about in the moment. So you're going to have agenda points or bullet points or some type of overlay that pops on screen as you are talking about different things within the context of your conversation. So these are the bullet point topics that you're speaking on. And every time you put a point on screen, you are having a conversation about that. That way they know and they're drawn in to the topic you're talking about in the moment. Remember, as you're live streaming, you have a big overall topic, but your narrowed down sections within that topic are also going to be important. Somebody knows you're talking about this specific topic at this specific time, they're much more likely to stop and see what you're discussing than to keep on scrolling. And in order to stop the scroll, we need something that's going to grab their attention. So we've got our branded overlays that tell them who we are and what we're doing. We have our text that tells them what we're doing right now, but we also need to have movement on screen. If we see what appears to be almost a static image, just sitting there or just looking at the camera, not moving around, that's going to be pretty boring. However, because we're doing a live stream, we're also probably not going to be walking around and doing things and having these big open movements, which means we need to take advantage of changing our layout. And this can be anything from having you on screen, full screen, to having a guest on screen and kind of changing locations while you're talking, to having something that you're screen sharing or a photo or a video up on screen. You can even, if you are by yourself, have the ability to change where you are from full screen to a smaller screen with a border around you. So you want to make sure that there's some type of movement in there depending on how long your live stream is. If it's a very short live stream, you don't need to be flashing things all over your screen at all times. But if it's a longer conversation, definitely make sure that you are doing something to get that visual attention and that visual movement while you are live streaming, and changing your layout is going to be a great way to do that. And of course, to make sure that people are stopping the scroll as they are going through their feeds, we want to be extremely clear on what our live stream is about. That means your caption. That means the words that you're saying. You are going to use those keywords over and over again while you're live streaming. So even if you're in the middle of the conversation, you're drawing them back to that main topic as you're having these conversations. You're not necessarily stopping to reintroduce the room, but you are going to be drawing it back to that initial topic, and you're just going to be connecting those dots for people as you are going. So be very clear within the caption, within your title, within your overlays, within your text, within the conversations that you're having, what they're going to be hearing, what they're going to be learning about, what the conversation is to entice them to stay, and why it's going to be valuable to them. If you need more help leveling up your live stream, come on over to livestreamactionplan.com and make sure you hit that subscribe and notification bell, because I'm dropping new videos daily on how you can thrive on live streaming, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and more. I'll see you in the next video, and drop your questions down below. You might just see yourself in an upcoming video.